Hello everyone, my name is Mitchell Garner and I am doing the International Atomic Energy Agency, or the IAEA. Okay, so the IAEA was established in 1957 with its fundamental goals being the safe, secure, and peaceful use of nuclear technology. One of the key contributing members at the time was President Eisenhower, who gave a speech called the Atoms of Peace in 1953 to the General Assembly. He was seeking to bring an end to the negative use of nuclear material and bring us into a newer age of innovation. This speech brought about multiple organizations wanting peaceful use of nuclear power, and with the founding of the IAEA, we saw a reduced use of nuclear weapons and threat of nuclear war following World War II. This program would go on to develop safeguards and verification checks for all nuclear use in the world for its member states, and the U.S. also ratified the statute in 1957, marking its start. So the organization is led by a director general, who the current one is Rafael Moreno Grassi, who just took over at the end of 2019 following the passing of the most recent director general. The composition of the agency is again headed by a director general, but also includes into the General Conference, Board of Governors, and the Secretariat. It is headquartered in Vienna, Austria, with 2 liaison offices located in New York City, Geneva, Switzerland, as well as 2 regional offices in Toronto, Canada, and Tokyo, Japan. There's also multiple labs located in Austria and Monaco that serve as research facilities for newer, cleaner energy with nuclear power. Some of the major accomplishments for the organization is one of the former directors named Mohammed al-Badari, and the IAEA received the Nobel Peace Prize in 2005 for their dedication to preventing a nuclear war and trying new ways to find clean nuclear energy. Another is the Atoms for Food program, which when looking at the world, we are growing exponentially as a species, and food shortage is becoming a bigger and bigger issue with the world, resulting to genetically modified foods and farming species for us to eat, such as salmon. The Atoms for Food program is trying to help the food crisis by finding efficient and safe ways to increase food production, decrease crop destruction by other creatures such as bugs or natural disasters, increase livestock production, and countless other ways. It may seem unorthodox, but nuclear isotopes can actually help us in finding a way to increase food production. The last major achievement is following the Chernobyl disaster. It is unfortunate what happened, but due to the IAEA, we found ways to prevent such a catastrophe from happening again. They wrote 2 documents, one being the Convention on Early Notification of Nuclear Accident and Convention on Assistance in the Case of a Nuclear Accident or Radiological Emergency. These 2 documents were what has prevented such another catastrophe from happening, though through safety regulations and checks, as well as how to respond in case of a meltdown at another facility does occur again, which we have had a few, but the reaction of multiple groups has limited their effect on the people and the earth around it. The current project that is going to be huge in the next 20 years is the effect of nuclear power on climate change. Climate change is a big issue that we see in our government across the world as the polar ice caps are melting. And as we know, fossil fuels are also running out, and nuclear power could be a solution to our problem. Those labs that I mentioned earlier from around the world are finding new ways to make the fuel and energy in a safe way with the nuclear power. Also, the Atoms for Food program is still running, and as our population increases, we need to find new ways to do more with nuclear. We still have a problem with nuclear abuse, such as the relatively recent Iran nuclear deal, which keeps them from getting nuclear weapons. We're always going to have something that comes up, but with the IAEA, we are preventing such problems from occurring and keeping people safe. So the Sustainable Development Goals, which the IAEA focuses on, are the climate action, industry, innovation, and infrastructure, and affordable and clean energy. All these they hope to fulfill and hopefully have a goal to complete in the next 5 years, and that's by just increasing the food amount so they can provide food, building cleaner and safer nuclear energy plants so we don't have meltdowns, so people don't get affected by nuclear radiation, and then to create clean energy so that way we can always have a place to go and always have a way to get there. Thank you very much.